Truth Ministries is an inventive ministry which seeks to bring the light of truth using progressive illustrations for the purpose of demonstrating ancient biblical truths to a curious generation. In other words, Truth Ministry defends the Christian faith, uncovers end times prophecies, and digs deeper into God's holy word. Find out more by going to www.truthministries.tv and be sure to listen to What is Truth, a Truth Ministries radio show every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on AM 1300, Faith Community Radio, WIMO.
All right, we are back. Thank you very much for tuning in. Once again, if you have any questions or comments, that phone number is 678-963-5482, 678-963-5482. I am sitting here with Gary Habermas, who has been blessing everybody's socks off with information they don't normally get a chance to hear over the course of the weekend. Tonight he's going to close out with the Shroud of Turin, which is slowly becoming one of my favorite ones. It's hard to put a favorite on any of the topics when it comes to it, but I think what catches me is the surprise on people's face. Have you noticed that, Gary, that when people come in they don't know a whole bunch, and when they leave they leave totally different with their opinion about the Shroud?
What I notice the most is that when you're lecturing, you watch their eyes, you watch their face, and it's like, big eyes and total, like, whoa, I've never heard anything like this before. That kind of response. It really is eye-opening. Whatever someone thinks about it, I'm not saying it's got to be the real thing, but whatever it is, it certainly gets that kind of awe.
Absolutely. Gary, we're the kind of the topic, or where I'm going with it today by having different people speak on the radio show today, we're kind of talking about apologetics as a ministry. And I know, how many years now have you been doing quote-unquote apologetics?
Oh, great question. 40 years? Gotta be. Might even be one or two over that. But for me, that's totally centered in the resurrection of Jesus. So, it's like the love of a lifetime. You know how several people in this field do this, but I just told somebody again today I'm getting paid for doing my first love, so we can't beat that.
Absolutely. What was it? I know as an apologist myself, trying to kind of work my way into that as a ministry calling. I think it's hard to gain credibility. What was it like? I know nowadays, somebody says Gary Habermas is coming, and it was funny. We were talking about you yesterday in the sense that in your own world, you're a famous person in the world of apologetics, but outside of apologetics, nobody knows your name. So it's like having your cake and eat it too, because you don't have to hide in the grocery stores. But once you get around an apologetics convention, everybody says Gary Habermas. But what was it like back in the early days of you getting into the ministry? Was that a tough place to get into?
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't in the sense that I wasn't really trying to. I wanted to publish some articles. That was probably my first love. I wanted to publish some things. I did do a lot of speaking in those days about it. Radio and television is not developed like it is today, so I didn't have those opportunities early on. And so you just did what came your way. And for me, that was teaching class at a Bible college and doing articles. That was pretty much it. In other words, I think you kind of hinted at this. I think the ministry of apologetics has come a long way. It's evolved, if I could use that word. It's come a long way and gone in a lot of specialized directions. I think that's what's so neat about it today. We have a generation of specialists.
What would be your number one piece of advice to somebody who is listening right now and apologetics has been on their heart? I know for me, when I was first reading, Lee Strobel's A Case for Christ, one of my first books that I've ever read, and I read it, and I thought, how am I going to get this information? If I can get this to the people, the face of Christianity will change, the face of the world will change if these people get this information. So somebody like that who's sitting there and they just have this desire to get it into their church, but when they go to their pastor and their pastor says, "What's apologetics? Is that a cult?" What kind of advice would you give them?
How about two things? Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, first one, there's no substitute for study. And I think maybe the best way to study is to pick a couple subjects. I would emphasize something that makes a practical difference, something that has a chance to be solved, not like, well, I'm going to be the one to solve sovereignty, free will. Number one, no one's done it. And number two, it's not really apologetics. So pick a topic that has something of apologetic value and start following it down to its little tributaries. And then maybe you might get into something else. It might get you to archaeology, might get you to New Testament reliability. But keep studying. There's no substitute for following things out and, researching. The second one is, I'd say develop a relationship with the Lord and stay close to the Lord. So many times apologists they think it's all about brains, and they want people to see them as somebody with brains, and spirituality comes next. And, maybe way down the line. And then when something happens and they start feeling, pressures to do something else, they don't have either the apologetic background or the spiritual growth, and they sometimes it's like Jesus' parable, they kind of fall by the wayside. So I'd say stay close to the Lord and pursue personal studies.
Amen. Gary, thank you so much for coming on the show and just sharing your wisdom through the years. 40 plus years. That is absolutely amazing. Just think about the lives that have been touched by all the truths that you've brought through not just speaking engagements, but through the books. I know the first Shroud, I didn't know this the first time I met you, but the first Shroud of Turin book I picked up was yours. That's what gained my interest in the Shroud. It was in a used bookstore, and I was sitting there. I probably paid 25 cents for that thing, and I was so intrigued by the Shroud of Turin, and it turned out, I went back because I was doing some research, and I picked up that book, and I'll say, that was Gary's book that first got me there, so how ironic it was to get a chance to work with you a few times on the actual Shroud, not the actual Shroud, but the Shroud presentation. So, Gary, thank you. We're going to go to commercial break right now. We'll be back in just a minute with Matthew Burford, who is from Tactical Faith, and he is going to give us just a little bit of his words of wisdom about how to start an apologetics group or how to host a conference. We'll see you in just a second.
Truth Ministries is an inventive ministry which seeks to bring the light of truth using progressive illustrations for the purpose of demonstrating ancient biblical truths to a curious generation. In other words, Truth Ministry defends the Christian faith, uncovers end times prophecies, and digs deeper into God's holy word. Find out more by going to www.truthministries.tv, and be sure to listen to What is Truth, a Truth Ministries radio show every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on AM 1300, Faith Community Radio, WIMO.